The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being with us today for our Department of Labor Fiduciary Update. I'm Joe Corio, Senior Vice President of URL Insurance Group, and we're happy to have everyone with us today. Before I get started, I'd just like to thank you all for your production that you're sending our way in regards to annuity and single premium life insurance business. 2017 is getting off to a very strong start, and we appreciate all the business that you have sent our way. And thank you all for your efforts. Okay, let's get right to today's happenings, legal happenings of the Department of Labor Rule. I was preparing for today's webinar over the last 2 or 3 days, and I was going to report that since we last got together 2 weeks ago, there has not been a lot of new legal information to report. As you remember, President Trump signed an executive order directing the Secretary of Labor to examine the Department of Labor Fiduciary Rule to determine whether the rule may adversely affect an individual's ability to gain access to retirement information and financial advice. This order did not delay or eliminate the Department of Labor rule. It simply requested an examination of the rule. Since then, on February 9th, the Department of Labor itself filed a notice with the Office of Management and Budget, which is commonly known as OMB, to delay implementation of its rule via a notice of proposed rulemaking. This process usually takes 10 to 14 days, and we were waiting to find out officially that the rule was postponed and for how long. And I reported that we should hear that any day. Well, lo and behold, at 11 a.m. this morning, after I prepared for today, I received word from the Americans for Annuity Protection that the OMB concluded its review of the rule that would delay implementation of the rule. And I'll read from what they said. They said the OMB concluded its review, and they also posted on their website this morning that there has been a change in the designation of the delay to, quote, economically significant. And this is a more rigorous category than the previous not economically significant label that it carried when the delay was submitted to the OMB. So the change in the economic impact of the delay status occurred after several proponents of the DOL fiduciary rule met with the OMB officials over the last couple of weeks. So the higher designation could mean that the delay rule would require a longer comment period. Now, the DOL has not determined when it will release the delayed rule. I mean, they just got this information this morning at 11 o'clock that the OMB concluded its review. So now we just have to wait on the the DOL to announce when the delay, or how long the delay is, and how long the comment period will be. So things are moving. I can't imagine any reason that the Department of Labor will hold on to this completed rule until very long. So I really expect that something should be happening in the next day or two. So what's next? As I have alluded to numerous times in previous webinars, regardless of when the start date of this rule is, we will all need to act in a fiduciary manner when it comes to presenting, to writing, and to placing annuity sales. Although the rule officially covers qualified business when using indexed annuities, in reality, acting as a fiduciary matter will be the new norm, whether it's qualified business, non-qualified business, indexed annuities, or traditional annuities. The public is well aware of the DOL requirements, and they're going to demand that agents work in a fiduciary manner. So if you don't take that approach with your prospects and clients, they'll simply find someone that will. Now, much has been written about the securities industry and the fact that they will be moving in a direction to act in a fiduciary manner. However, the insurance industry has not yet commented on exactly what changes will actually be made and when. We have seen some changes in commissions by a few carriers over the last few months. However, our industry has much more to accomplish and to get done than the securities industry does. Now, that's not to say that we should not and will not act in the best interest of our client. However, using the tools and the procedures that will be required by the Department of Labor rule, as we currently know them, may not go into effect to the last possible date. So if we are granted a 6 months delay, I'm expecting that the insurance industry probably won't do anything with the new changes until the very last minute when they have to. This is yet to be determined, however, and most insurance carriers have been very quiet about any forthcoming changes. But URL will continue to monitor the status of our carriers so that we can report any changes on conducting business when they become available, so that you are prepared to continue to do business without any interruption. Now, let's talk a little bit about the new products in anticipation of the rule. There are a few new products that are starting to surface in anticipation of the rule. One carrier has just recently announced a fixed traditional product with an income rider that could be added to it. And since fixed traditional products will not fall under the cumbersome paperwork rules the DOL requires, such as the best interest contract, many carriers are working on offering these type of products. The one that we do have available right now, for instance, is simply a fixed annuity with an income rider that rolls up at a guaranteed rate of 5%, and there is absolutely no charge for the rider. Now, it comes in a 7-year and a 10-year base plan. So this is a great product for someone that wants a flexible income stream, and maybe if they want to start taking that income in a relatively short period of time, this would be a great product. So these are some of the products we are and we will continue to see being developed. There are a few other carriers that we work with that are working on similar type plans, that is using fixed annuities with riders, just like the one I just mentioned. So going forward, you'll notice a trend to a little shorter surrender periods on any new products and a little lower commission base than you might be experiencing now. So what does that mean? Well, for now, it's business as usual. We should have a confirmed answer as to the delay in the DOL rule very, very soon. It's still uncertain when that delay will be announced and whether it will allow time for President Trump's administration to revamp the rule. But meanwhile, it's business as usual. There's basically no better time to do fixed indexed annuities. And there's no better time to promote and write these type of products. The URL will continue to monitor the happenings around the DOL rule, and we will provide you with all the information that you need, as well as any training and guidance once the rule is ready to be put in place. As always, we will do our best to be your outlet as the financial institution that you will need in order to write qualified indexed annuity business under the Department of Labor rule. So thank you again for your business. We'll talk again in 2 weeks from today on March 14th at 2 p.m. And until then, everybody have a great day and happy selling. Thank you.